So the first time I've been disappointed was when I was in 9th grade. I have been cheering all of my life. And so I get to my high school and I tried for the cheerleading team. I made the cuts. Like, I didn't get cut the first time. But in the second round, I just knew I was going to get a note that said I made it. And it said, "Thank you for your time, but unfortunately, you were not selected." So that goes to the coach and I'm like, why? Because I know that I'm that girl. So she pretty much was like, "My daughter said you got an attitude with her and she's the captain and she makes the final decisions." So I was upset because I wasted my time and my money to get a physical to try for this team, and I didn't get to do it. But then I found my love for volleyball for the rest of my 4 years of high school. So that's about the time when I was disappointed.
The time that I can remember being really hurt was the first time that I told my mom that I had sex. I was 18. It was my boyfriend of 3 years, and she never wanted to have the sex talk. So when I did it, I was like, I need to talk to somebody. And I thought that I could talk to my mom, but when I told her, she was just like, "How could you? Like, you know, you gave your flower away and now you just look at you." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And I was just really disappointed in how she reacted and that she wasn't there for me and willing to give me advice, but more criticism instead. I think God knew that my mom was a crazy person, so he blessed me with my grandma. And so I tried it again, hit her with it, and she was like, "Well, I am disappointed." I said, "You disappointed me?" She said, "I'm disappointed because you didn't talk to me first. You know how your mother is. We could have talked about it, and we could have come up with a plan before you took it to your mother." And she said, "Next time, just know you can come to grandma." And that kind of balanced out my disappointment in my mother.
So as a high-stress individual, I'm often disappointed all the time, but one that really resonates with me was when I was going to go meet somebody for the first time, and we had planned everything out, and I was sitting there and I'm like, all right, all I have to do is wait for his message and then we'll go do whatever we were planning on doing. And he didn't respond back. And I was sitting there and I was feeling a little silly, and then he eventually responded a week later and was like there was an emergency. But it really was disappointing because I like spent all this time and energy and effort on this person and they just didn't go through. I'm still a little salty.
I have my dad around when I was younger and him not showing up to my birthday parties when I was younger. Just realizing that I'm my own person and that I don't need acceptance or acknowledgement from other people to make me feel good about my own self, no matter who it may be.
First time I've been disappointed was probably in like elementary, middle school. I had my first bad grade and I had to, bring it home to my parents. I was extremely disappointed. Then you have to deal with their disappointment. It was just a lot. Okay, a good lesson I learned was, to try harder, but also, to try to finesse your way out of showing your parents your report card.
All the pretty girls in the world, but I'm in this space with you. Colored out the lines again to find my fire will fade with you. Heart it will stay with you. Fly great escapes with you. Oh.